You ready? Here we go. Good morning, everyone. It is time. I'm back, and it's a new week of streams with hopefully the schedule that you're going to see moving forward as more of a set schedule. I'll explain what I mean in just a moment. But this week is exciting. We've got continuing playthroughs. We've got new games. We've got exciting reacting. We've got fun WWE champions, brother. And today on the show, we're going to be setting up my Halloween marathon. You guys have been nominating games for nearly 3 weeks to be played during my annual Halloween event. And today we're going to set that up so you guys will know exactly what games you can vote on to actually be played during that said event. Plus, I got to recap my appearance on Kino Casino and all this other stuff that's been going on. So it's going to be a nice, chill, fun beginning to the week right here on the Level 1.
Get ready for some meaningful content, because the king is back, the king of the live stream, the king is back. Woo!
Okay, folks, good morning and welcome. Today is Sunday, the 20th of October, 2024. I'm DSP. Welcome to the show, whether you're watching live on YouTube or live on Kick. I know that we got some viewership building up right now, and I appreciate you all being here. So, before I begin, before I begin, what I would like to say is thank you, because back on Friday, I appeared on the Kino Casino for a Friday night appearance on their show. It was very fun. We did so much awesome stuff, including reviewing and watching my top 10 racist moments countdown from 2010. Yes, it was a very different era back then, but it was very fun to go down memory lane and experience that together with an audience and have fun with it. In addition, we watched a whole bunch of videos. You know, it just so happened that that was the day that Review Tech USA also deleted his YouTube channel. We watched some stuff about Ethan Ralph. In general, it was 4 hours of a really good time. And so not only do I want to say thanks to those who watched that show, but thanks to those who actually did come by and support, because since then, even though I haven't been broadcasting, I got something like maybe 8 to 10 gifted subs here on the Kick channel, which is awesome. And I got a couple of tips too that night. So if you were one of those people, thanks so much. If you watched the appearance, thanks. If you haven't seen it yet, it is currently live over on the Kino Casino gaming channel on Kick. It is going to be there for, I think they leave their archive streams up for like a week, right? Until it like times out and goes away. I think that's the time frame on Kick. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, no, good stuff. I had a great time with that. I'm glad that I took a little bit of time out from just doing stuff on my channels to branch out and do some collab work again, and it was very fun. So good stuff there. By the way, I was dressed up like a Ghostbuster, and we all had matching outfits, which was really, really cool. So good stuff there. Now, I want to say thank you to I Stand With Phil, just gifted a sub on Kick right now, and that starts up the new week. So why don't we begin today's show talking about this new week and what you guys can expect? So, as you know, I have been doing weekly goals that have been working out well. The first week was supposed to be the Krabby Patty. DSP tries it from Wendy's, but it didn't work out because they didn't deliver it anymore. So I ended up doing the entire Addams Family meal from Burger King, and it was a really good episode of DSP Tries It. People really enjoyed it. Last week, we did the Chicken Big Mac from McDonald's. But instead of just doing the Chicken Big Mac, I decided to go all out, and I did the filet of fish, I did chicken nuggets, and I did the Daily Double. If you like that, guess what? There's emotes right now of the Daily Double in the Kick chat, and you can use the Daily Double in the stream if you would like. So thank you so much to everyone who checked out and or supported my content in the last 2 weeks. We are now at 25 straight streams of crushing my goals. 25 straight streams where the King's coffers were filled. That is amazing. Crushing it and winning every stream is a great feeling. Let's keep that momentum going this week. Allow me to tell you what's on the docket for this week. If you're in Kick Chat, you already got a preview. All right. What is the preview? Well, you might see another new emo over there. So here's the idea that we came up with. Right across the street from me, no exaggeration, that close, is a business that makes gourmet cookies. Okay? We're not talking, oh, it's a cookie with like chocolate chips. No, no, no. How about a cookie with entire candy bars inside, plus other things, chips, you know, seasoning, crazy level stuff, cheesecake, melted peanut butter, you know, all kinds of stuff. It's just over the top crazy gourmet stuff. And they have stuff that's themed towards Halloween. Okay. Now, I would love to tell you what we could possibly get. However, I can't yet because they literally change their menu every week. So it's called Crave is the name of the company. And what we're going to do this week is if we hit the goals, meaning all these stream goals until the end of the week, just like we did last week, I'm going to go over to Crave and I'm going to get a multi-pack, whether it's 4 or 6, I'm not sure. I gotta confirm that. But basically, yeah, there's going to be a multi-pack of cookies that I'm going to get, and we're going to do a DSP Tries It. And get this, just to be silly, I'm going to put on my Cookie Monster outfit that I wore as a Halloween costume several years ago, and I will eat the cookies as the Cookie Monster here on stream. I know that sounds incredibly stupid because it's very silly, but it's funny, right? It's something silly to do in celebration if we hit the goals this week, right? So, DSP goes Cookie Monster this coming Friday if we hit all the goals, all right? By the way, shout out to Darkside Pimp, who just gifted a sub over on Kick. Thank you so very much, Darkside Pimp. So it actually was I Stand With Phil, who was the first person. Let's get them up on the leaderboard before I forget. Currently, I Stand With Phil gave out that first gifted sub, and that's why they're on the leaderboard. But if someone gives out 2 or more, you will take over and get on the leaderboard there, okay? So, how does it work? It starts this stream right now, okay? And hopefully, we continue to hit these goals every single stream. I know we're going to do it. I know we're going to crush it. This week particularly, we've got great content. We got the continuation of awesome playthroughs. Like I said, some new games premiering. Just overall good stuff this week. So I know we're going to crush it this week. Okay? So that being said, boom, boom. How many do we need to hit? Well, today's 2 streams. That's 27. Tomorrow's 2 streams. That's 29. Tuesday's 2 streams. That's 31. Wednesday's 2 streams. That's 33. Thursday's 2 streams. That's 35. And the first stream on Friday. So basically, 36. When we hit goals hit 36, it's time for the Cookie Monster to make his appearance here on stream, and I will go get some cookies, okay? So, let's do it. By the way, everything counts, because here's the thing. People actually over from Kino Casino, a lot of them had misconceptions. They were like, oh, well, the only thing you count towards your goal is tips, and I don't like tipping, so therefore that's why I haven't been supporting. And I was like, oh, no, I changed it in the last month. And they were like, what? Yeah, people didn't know. Because some people had come by and watched my stuff, but kind of got a bad vibe because I was only basically accepting tips towards my goal. I changed that in the last, month, that now everything counts. Super chats, super stickers, tips, regular subscriptions, and gifted subscriptions all count towards the goal now. So, yeah, thank you guys who have been supporting in the last few weeks. I just that it's hard to get the word out, especially when, this was the first time I had appeared on Kino Casino in 2 months. And even though I appear in their chat frequently not frequently, I'd say probably like maybe twice a week when they're doing their late night shows. If I have a chance to sneak in there on a night when I have some extra time, then hopefully people will get the word out that, oh, Phil is just not about tips anymore. He's actually changed his whole model. And why was I able to do that? Because of you. Because I had such an awesome August, and now, I'm about to get paid for my September performance. I am not basically locked into being reliant on tips all the time anymore. And that's a great thing, to not have to be like tips. Now, all your support is equal and amazing. And it allows me to have that flexibility and not to worry about, oh no, I have to make tips this week to pay bills. I have to make tips this week to buy groceries. I don't have to worry about that anymore. So thank you for that. You've changed my life, no exaggeration, in the last 2 months with the level of support you've been giving me. Thank you so much. Let's keep that momentum going, right? So, thank you so much. In fact, I Stand With Phil just gifted another sub to the community over on Kick, and that means that I Stand With Phil is now firmly in the lead, no longer tied. Thank you, I Stand With Phil, for that gifted sub. And our first super chat of the day just came in from Game Ticker, a €2 super chat, and they said, became a horror game. Wait, became a horror game ever too scary for you? I think he meant to say, was a horror game or ever too scary. But it must have been like a typo. Too scary for me, no. There hasn't been a single game I've ever played that scared me so much that I just couldn't keep playing it or anything like that. For me, I like playing horror games because I kind of enjoy the jump scares and stuff, but I know it's not real. It's silly fun, right? A lot of people say that they get really scared with horror games, but they like watching me play them because they, I react to the jump scares and stuff, but I'm not sitting there freaking out like some people do. So, but no, I'd argue the scariest games for me are the ones that are more psychological horror, where you really got to think about the plot, and when you figure it out and you put two and two together, you're like shocked. Like Silent Hill 2, which we just finished the remake of. That is a psychological horror plot that will stay with me forever, because half the stuff in the game, you don't know what it is till the end, and then you're like, oh crap, that was so crazy, right? What we just did. So, yeah, it was really, really cool and very fun. And that's why I liked it, because it made you think. Same thing with, what was the game? Soma? In that game, you start questioning things like, what is alive? What is not? Is a soul real? Is there an afterlife? What about cloning? It's like, wait, what? I thought I was playing a video game. When a game like that makes you think deep like that about those things, and then you start to feel like, when I played Soma, legit, when I beat it, I was like, wow, now I'm thinking about like how all humans have to die someday and stuff. And that's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, it's a video game, but it made me think like that big picture, scary stuff. That's good. That's good writing, right? Those are the games that stay with me. So there you go. So thank you very much, Game Ticker, for the super chat. John Doe 32 just gifted a sub over on Kick. Thank you so much, John Doe 32. I appreciate that. I really wish there was a way that I could do pop-ups for Kick stuff, but Kick doesn't seem to integrate with anything. Like, I was looking into it, and Kick doesn't link to like any of the pop-up services. All I could do is manually play them. Much how like I do with tips. When a tip comes in, I manually shout it out and I play an animation. Maybe I should do something like that. Maybe I should set one up that says like, someone has gifted a sub, and it's like a different animation or something like that. Maybe I will. We'll have to see. And by the way, Darkside Chris, how are you? Good morning to you, man. So here's the deal, guys. Just one quick thing I want to say before we begin with like my topics for today. First of all, new animations for the week. Like I said, every week this month, I'm going to do new Halloween animations here on my little frame. And this is week 3 of 4. So I hope you guys have been enjoying them all month. One thing I need to say about Kick, because now I've been streaming on Kick, co-streaming, I should say, between YouTube and Kick for a week. Okay. So 1 week in, okay, what is my experience with Kick? The pros, the cons, the ups and downs. Allow me to relay to you guys my thoughts about streaming on Kick. Okay, so here's the deal. Is my ring light off or is the stream dark? No, my ring light is on. It's just on low. My ring light has been on lower recently. I could make it brighter if you guys wanted me to, but people had asked me to lower the ring light, that they said it was like too bright in here. So I could make, like, watch, I'll show you. I can make the ring light one more. I actually had it as one more for the longest time. Where the hell's plus? Plus? See? Like, oh. So now it looks completely different, right? Now I look much brighter, but now the setup looks a little different. People were saying it looks too bright. So that's why I had it down one. See that? Okay, I'll go back to the other one. There we go. Yeah, people seem to say they're preferring the dimmer lighting. So, okay. All right. So here we go. I've now been co-streaming on YouTube and Kick for a week. First of all, when I first started streaming on Kick a week ago, my goodness, guys, the support was outstanding, right? You guys are going crazy. I had hundreds of gifted subs. It was wild, right? And that's to be expected. You're going to a new service. People over there have been interested in seeing you over there. So I knew that there was going to be like an inflood of support. But like everything, after a few days, that died down. It became more of a regular thing. It's not special that Darkside Phil is streaming on Kick anymore, because now he's co-streaming every day on Kick. And as you've noticed, originally when I was streaming on here, I probably had between 1 and 200 viewers. Now, my viewership on Kick has dramatically dwindled. I think right now I have like 35 or 40 viewers. Now, depending on the game, it goes up and down. I've noticed when I play WWE Champions, the viewership's over 100. But then when I'm playing other games, it kind of goes down to like maybe like 70 or something. You know, we'll see how the viewership does today. I'm just starting up. I don't know how many people we're going to get. Listen, here's the thing about Kick. Number one, the chat is wild. Many more people talk on Kick and interact than do on YouTube, which is weird because it's not any different. Like, I had them kind of set up with the same rules and everything. I think there's just this mentality of like, we want to be more social on Kick. We want to talk more often. Sometimes when I'm on a YouTube stream, I sit there and no one's talking. I'm like, guys, what is going on? Right? Like, did you fall asleep? I'm here, I'm streaming. And then all of a sudden people will pipe up and be like, oh, sorry about that. On Kick, it's like constant movement, right? You know what I'm saying? So that's cool. You know, I like that. I like that social aspect to Kick. The chat on Kick is very similar to Twitch, meaning it moves the same. The amount of like emotes, you get moving emotes and things like that, which you can't even do on YouTube chat. So it's very active and very fluid, right? At the same time on Kick, people can easily just keep coming in with troll accounts and dumb shit and spamming the chat, and it's kind of annoying, but at the same time, this is the same kind of issues that we had when I started streaming on YouTube 3.5 years ago, and we didn't have any moderation really in place yet and everything. It takes a while, right? Like, I feel like on Kick, it's going to be more active. There's going to be more chatters. There's going to be more trolls. But over time, what's going to happen is it's going to solidify and it's going to be a little bit more set where we're going to figure out how to handle those trolls a lot easier, right? But I also feel like the chat's a little bit more lax on Kick. You know, I've got emotes on there that I can't put on YouTube. No exaggeration. I have emotes on Kick that they would not allow on YouTube. So, there you go. Now, someone just asked a question. Loretta, do you think the dual streaming is working out? Well, here's the deal. Kick is a new revenue stream for me. Like right now, already this morning, I have, 4 gifted subs? I wouldn't have had that on YouTube. Like, no exaggeration. Those people who are on Kick right now, right? All of you who just gifted, you wouldn't have been watching me on YouTube and gifting over here, right? So because I'm on Kick, I'm getting some extra support and extra revenue, which is great. Am I getting extra views? I mean, probably not. For example, taking a look right now, on the YouTube side, we got around 250 viewers. On the Kick side, we've got how many? Kick, for some reason, too, the view count on Kick doesn't seem to update as often. It's a little weird because, like, I was just staring at Kick and it said I had 20-something viewers. I hit refresh. Now it says I have 49. So what's the I don't know. I don't know what to believe. Like, what's accurate and what's not, I don't know. It just seems odd. But anyway, so there you go. You got to wonder, those 50 people that are watching me on Kick, would all of you have been watching me on YouTube, and would I have had over 300 viewers on YouTube if I wasn't co-streaming on Kick? Here is the deal, all right? So with Kick, I've qualified for monetization, so I'm getting the subs. That's amazing. Step 2 on Kick is to qualify for verification. When you get verified, you get that, I guess it's like a check mark next to your name. I guess your channel gets featured more prominently if you get verified, because it kind of means you're in the next tier of content creation. I don't know if you get any benefits for being verified. Some people have told me, oh, you get paid weekly and stuff. I don't know if that's true. You know, I haven't found anything on the internet that really confirms that. So I really don't know what the big benefit is of being verified. But obviously I want it, right? The bummer is I'm going to have issue getting verified because I'm not getting a lot of concurrent viewers on Kick. Like I said, right now I said I had like 49 or something like that. You need like 70 to 100 to qualify for verification. And I'm not going to have that at this point. You know, at first I was getting the 200 viewers on each stream and it was amazing. But now what's happened is it's tapered off. It's dropped, right? So because of that, I'm not really getting what I need to get to the next level. Is that a big deal? I honestly don't even know, right? I really don't know. I don't understand how it really works on Kick, and it's very hard to find any kind of like consistent explanation of how the stuff works on Kick. I've tried reading their facts and everything. Nothing really explains it. So I want verification. I don't know if I can get it. You know, like on this podcast and the Dragon Ball stream, I'll probably only have 50 viewers, but maybe tonight when I play WWE Champions, I'll have 100 or more. So is it even out? You know, I don't really know. Some people have asked, why am I fully doing these co-streams? Why aren't I only doing certain streams on Kick? That's because Kick is requiring me to stream, I think, either 12 or 15 days this month in order to even qualify for verification as well. So I have to be streaming there every day. Right now, I think I stream there 6 or 7 days. So I need to keep it going. You know, I need to keep that streak going. And then once I hit that level where it's like, oh, you've streamed enough for verification, then maybe I can tone it down a bit and say, all right, you know, maybe I'll stream the WWE champions over there. Maybe I'll stream certain streams and not others over there. I'm not sure. Okay. I guess we'll have to see how it works. Just to be clear, there's a third tier, okay, on Kick. And that third tier, I think it's called like the Creator Incentive Program. In order to qualify for that, you have to stream, I think, 15 to 20 days a month. And also you need to have like even more concurrent viewers. And I'm not even close to that. Like I would need to like probably get a 50 to 100% increase in viewership on Kick to qualify for that program. But again, I'm getting conflicted messages. Some people are like, oh, if you qualify for that program, you have to exclusively stream on Kick. You can't stream anywhere else. And I was like, well, I don't think I want to do that. You know, I have a big YouTube audience. The majority of my viewers are still on YouTube. Okay. And I don't see my reason why I would want to stop streaming on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think so. I don't think I want to do that. Okay. So we'll see how it goes moving forward. So my first week of experience, it's good. I like streaming on Kick, right? It's fun. We get moving emotes. We get a more active chat fan base, right? And there's been good support. I'm not disappointed in any way, shape, or form. You guys supported me in droves on Kick. So thank you so much for that, really. But, I mean, long term, is it going to pan out for me? I honestly don't know. For me, it seems like the only real way that I would be able to make it on Kick would be throw all my eggs into one basket and only stream on Kick. And I don't want to do that. Just being transparent with everyone here, because I know even Kino Casino was like pushing me towards, hey, you should just go fully to Kick. Like, I'm not really ready to do that at all. Like, I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket, right? I think YouTube has been the consistent staple for me for a very long time. That's where my massive viewer base is. That's where my major support is. I don't want to leave YouTube just to put all my eggs into the Kick basket. What happens if Kick goes under? You know, Kick is financed by cryptocurrency and a lot of the online casino stuff, and I'm not involved in that. What if they go under? Now all of a sudden my streams are shot, you know? So for me, I'm not ready to do that yet. I like the co-streaming. I figured it out, right? I think we're pretty smoothly co-streaming all this week. The stream quality would get even better if and when I get a new streaming PC. Right now, I'm kind of bottlenecked because my old streaming PC is over a decade old. I can't use the current, what are they, transcoders or whatever, codecs, whatever they're called. I can't use those because I'm using outdated hardware. With a new PC, I'd be able to do much better at this bitrate, and the quality would go up. Even on the co-streams, like, it wouldn't matter. The streams would look amazing. Right now, they look good, but not as good as they did before, right? But anyway, I am enjoying it. I'm going to keep doing it for now. For the very least, probably this week, I'll keep co-streaming on both. Maybe after that, we'll see what happens. If I qualify for the verification, okay, I'll see what happens. Because I don't know what happens again with the verification. I don't even know what I'm going to get if I get it. It's not clear. If anyone knows, what do you get if you get verified on Kick? I'd love to hear it, because no one can seem to clarify that or explain it. Some people think, oh, you get these features, oh, you get this, but no, there's no evidence of that. You know what I mean? It's like, I guess maybe I should talk to someone who's verified. Maybe they know the difference. I don't know. But anyway, so for now, that's how we're going. And I'll let you guys know later on in the week if and when I hit the criteria for verification. I don't know if I will, because my average viewers, like I said, aren't really there yet. So I guess we'll see, and we'll go from there. But I'm going to co-stream all this week again, and we'll see how it goes. By the way, thank you to John Doe 32, just gifted another sub over on Kick. So now we're up to $27 in support on this stream. Thank you so much, John Doe. Appreciate that very, very much. And thanks to everyone watching me both on YouTube and on Kick. Yeah, see, it froze again. Now I hit refresh, what happens? Now it went up. Yeah, it said it was frozen at like 47 viewers. I hit refresh. Now it says 50 on Kick. See, the counter is weird. I don't know. Anyway, so guys, if you're watching right now, wherever you're watching, thank you so very much. If you're watching on YouTube, please give the stream a like. We're at like 46 likes, but almost 300 viewers. Let's get that up to 100 likes right now. That engagement helps me a ton. It really sets people more to the channel. They'll find me in YouTube search. So please like the stream. Now, if you're enjoying the content today, please support it. Obviously, the whole goal is to continue the streak. Let's keep the streak rolling. Remember, the record was 41 straight streams that I was hitting my goals. And that's just when it was tips only. All right? Let's crush it today. Let's hit that goal. Anything appreciated. And for those who are like, oh, I don't like doing this contribution method or this, there's so many. Super chats, super stickers, tips, right? Subs or gifted subs. All of those count towards the goal. Now, you can also become a member and gift memberships, and that helps the channel tremendously too. Just that I can't count those because we have so many people who sadly abused VPNs and we're buying those YouTube memberships for pennies on the dollar. It's too hard to figure that one out. But there's so many ways to contribute. Right now, let's get someone to drop the first tip of the day. And let's make it a nice, hefty 50. How about that? A nice, hefty $50 tip. You know what they say? Ask and you shall receive. If you don't ask, you won't get. So let's get a nice, juicy $50 tip coming in. And thank you so much to those over on Kick who have gifted the subs so far this morning. Thanks, Game Ticker, for the first super chat of the day. All appreciated, okay? All right. So, let's do it. Let's begin talking about the topics I want to talk about, because we have a few interesting things to discuss this morning. So first off, let's talk about the schedule for this week. All right. The schedule for this week is interesting because we've got a mix. Yes, Kick does show my PayPal link. If you look at the description of the stream on Kick, the link is there. And if you look at my About page, the first panel is tipping. So yes, the information for tipping is on Kick. If you're watching over there, it's pretty readily available. Just it's not in front of you. You know, you have to just look slightly and it should be there. On YouTube, we have a tips command in the chat, and also the description of the stream has it. Okay? Okay. All right, so what was I going to say? I got confused. Oh, yes. Schedule for this week. Let's go through it so you guys know what to expect. Today, we're continuing on with Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Now, last time I played the game, I beat the Goku story campaign. After that, people were like, well, what happens now? And I said, well, what do you want? People seem to want me to try to play this game online. I'm going to be very honest with all of you. I don't see it going anywhere. As I've told you guys, I have absolutely no desire to try to learn Dragon Ball Sparking Zero at any kind of a competitive level. I don't feel like it's that kind of game. For me, it's kind of a mess around game. You know, we play through the campaign, we're messing with it. It's good to see the cool animations and everything, but I'm not going to sit here and be like, yeah, let's learn it competitively so we can play it at a high level. It's not a serious game for me. For me, a serious fighting game, Street Fighter 6, or the Marvel vs. Capcom collection, which are games that I grew up with back in the day, and I'm pretty good at, even though I haven't played them in like 20 years. In this case, I have no desire. It's the same as Smash Brothers for me. Like, I'll play Smash Brothers casually and enjoy it, but I'm not going to sink a ton of time into playing the game and learning it online competitively. I'm just not that interested in it in that regard, right? So, in regards to the game, I'm going to try it. I almost predict I'm going to constantly get bodied. Because if you don't know, people even complain about the game. I was searching on social media. What do people have to say about it? Yeah, most people don't like it competitively. They're like, dude, why is the game, someone goes to punch, they counter your punch, then you counter, and then they counter your counter with a counter, so you counter their counter with a counter, and then it's just like that until everyone has no energy, and then all of a sudden it becomes a basic, like, button masher combo game until someone has energy again, and then it's just counter, counter, counter. Like, that's the whole game. It's not that good. It's fun to play it against people who don't know what they're doing, because then you can pull big flashy combos, but people who know what they're doing just counter constantly. So it just becomes a counter fest, and it's not a very interesting game. And that's what people are saying online who actually have bought it to play it online. You know what I mean? Like, someone outright, so they patched the game this week to try to fix things that were broken. If you can believe it, they were saying Yajirobe was broken. Yajirobe is the chubby, short samurai guy who chops off Vegeta's tail when he's Grape Ape Vegeta, but he's a wimp. Like, he's literally like the lowest power level of all the Z fighters, and he's never even comes back into the story to do anything useful again after that. But apparently people were saying he was one of the most broken characters in the game, so fix him. So they patched him to fix him or something. But when they were doing that, people were responding to their post about it and be like, yeah, it's great you patched Yajirobe, but are you going to make the game more fun? Because it's just a bunch of counters. And I was like, wow. So even people who are like gung-ho for this game at this point aren't really liking it that much. So I'm going to give it a shot today. Like, I'm not even going to I'm not even going to, like, lie to you. I don't even think that I'm going to be playing it all day online. Like, I feel like we'll do it for, like, an hour or two, and it's going to be like, oh, this is stupid. And then, you know, maybe I'll try different characters. I don't know who's available to play, who I unlocked yet. Maybe we'll just fuck around with it for a while. And then after that, we're like, all right, yeah, whatever. And then maybe go back to the campaign. There's like, what, like 7 campaigns, single-player campaigns? Now, I've been told that I've beaten Goku's campaign, which is the longest. It's like 7 hours. Everyone else is only an hour or two. So everyone else is pretty quick. So it might be cool to just go through them and see their storylines and how they intersected with Goku's and stuff like that. You know, like Vegeta has some awesome fights and stuff like that. So we'll see. Now, am I going to completely 100% this game? Doubtful. I don't think that we're going to have people coming by every day to see me 100% the game. But, you know, I wanted to at least try it online. Maybe give it another go. After today, we may or may not actually play it again, right? So let's see what happens, all right? And go from there. Let's find out, right? Well, I'm curious if it'll be good or not. If it's interesting, if I want to play it again, right? We'll find out today. But if it isn't and it's nothing big, nothing special, then we just won't do it again. Okay? Fair enough. Okay. I received an $11 tip, and it's my first tip of the day. Now, hold on a second, because I said 50. This is only 11. So you've got 38 missing. All right? So maybe I'll come back and I'll shout this out when the next 38 comes in. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I received an $11 tip from Dank Venus. That is absolutely disgusting, but thank you so much for the first tip of the day. I would love to play you an animation, but my animations page did not load. What if I hit refresh? I said refresh. Refresh! Yeah, this animations page, for some reason, I think it has a memory hole. Let me see if I can close it and log back into it. I seriously believe there's a memory hole. Because every time, if I'm not using it all day, like I had the day off, I come back, it won't even load. It just sits there. Okay, you see, now it's loading. I had to close it and open it, and it probably freed up the RAM or whatever it was doing. That's so dumb. All right, thank you to Dank Venus for our first tip of the day. I appreciate that. Here's some Franken Phil for you, and let's get that up on the leaderboard. Awesome. So we are now up to $38 in contributions today and climbing. Thank you so very much. Who's gonna hit 50 right now, right? Who's gonna get us a third of the way to the goal? Let's find out. Okay, so that's today. Now tonight, 6:45 to 7 p.m. Pacific time, I'll be starting up the late stream, and that's going to be WWE Champions time, brother. They're doing a weekend event, which is a showdown event, which is that tag team mode. I've not played it that much recently because even though they've ran it a few times, I hadn't had a chance to really do it. I always seem to be stuck doing a lot of tours and stuff. But guess who the new character is this weekend in WWE Champions? Zombie Bailey. Out of Control is what they're calling her. And she's incredibly good. Like, I've looked into it. She's a super duper good character. A female. One of the best females in the game right now. So, it's going to be great tonight. Hopefully, you'll come by and hang out. If we hit the support goal tonight, I'm going to do a mega pull. If we exceed the support goal, like if we hit $300, I might do a double pull. If we do above that, I may do more pulls. But I'm going to do my best to make it entertaining for all of you. I hope that you guys will come by and hang out with me in WWE Champions tonight. There's going to be tours. There's going to be fun. There's going to be a good interactive time like when we always play it. I know for some reason this brings out the Kick viewers. So for those of you who are watching on Kick, come back tonight for Champions. And again, the sooner we hit the goals, the better, because that's when I'm going to be doing the pulls and everything that I know that you guys tune in for, right? Cool. All right. And then tomorrow, it's React Day, okay? So FYI, this is my plan moving forward. Saturday will be my day off. Sunday will be my return day when I do a podcast and gameplay. And then Monday, it will be my return React Day. So on Monday, the first stream will be DSP versus the internet on my DSP Reacts YouTube channel or on Kick, where we're going to be watching a variety of clips as submitted by the viewers and members. And it's always a good time. I haven't had a chance to make the playlist or review it yet, but you guys always do a great job submitting clips, and it becomes a good event. So I can't wait for that. And then tomorrow night, it is week 3 of my retro react to my original Silent Hill 1 playthrough from way back in 2012 on DSP Throwback. That's been chill fun because I don't really remember the game or the playthrough. So to be able to go back there and enjoy it like that firsthand has been great. I really had a great time with it. Can't wait for more of that tomorrow. Then on Tuesday, we return to full-time gameplay, and on Tuesday, it is the release of Alan Wake 2's final major DLC, The Lake House. This is supposed to explain what happened when the Bureau of, I forget what it is, the Bureau of Paranormal Activity or something like that, when they went to investigate the lake in which Alan Wake disappeared into, and apparently all hell broke loose. All right? So this is going to be a wild DLC. I can't wait to play it. It should be really good. That's going to start on Tuesday's day stream. The night stream on Tuesday night will be Street Fighter 6 returning after almost like a month away. If you remember, I played Terry Bogard twice. I was like, meh. But now I want to get back to Street Fighter for real. I want to play with the characters I'm good with, which means it's going to probably be like Blanca or Bison or Dalsim or Honda. I've actually heard Dalsim is incredibly improved, and people are now saying he may even be top tier in the game because they've improved him so much, which is amazing because he was mid-tier at best before. So if they've improved his normals that much now that he can poke and keep you away so well, that's going to be crazy to figure out. So I'm not even sure who I'm using, but that's going to be Tuesday night. Then on Wednesday, it's probably going to be more Alan Wake, Lake House, maybe finish it up because I'm assuming it's probably like a 6-hour DLC. And then Wednesday night will be more WWE Champions for their midweek event. Thursday is up in the air. If I need a third stream for Lake House, we'll do it. If not, maybe we'll do more Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Thursday night is also up in the air. We could do more Street Fighter 6. We could do the Marvel Collection. We could do whatever we want. But then Friday is the big one, folks. Friday, arguably the biggest release day in a long time. It's going to be the release of Call of Duty Black Ops 6, which I can't wait to play on my gaming PC. I played the beta for it 2 months ago. I kicked major ass in the beta. I have a new controller. It's the Elite 2 controller with the swappable thumbsticks and stuff. And dude, that controller combined with the insane game performance, how well it ran with low response time on my PC, I was dominating the matches. I was always the top of the leaderboards. And here I am playing on a gamepad, and I was dominating PC players. It was pretty funny. And everyone talking shit all these years about, oh, Phil only does well in Call of Duty because he plays on console. Literally the first time I played on fucking PC, I dominated. And no one could say diddly dick about it because there's no excuses. I was just kicking everyone's butt. So I can't wait to play this. And then, of course, also, we're going to have Sonic X Shadow. It's the new Shadow the Hedgehog game, but also it's crossed over with Sonic Generations. And I'll be playing that as well. Okay? So, what a week we have in store. I hope that that week's lineup sounds good to you. I'm excited as much as you guys, all right? Now, we have a couple things going on, so let's get to those topics, shall we? Topic number 1. We are about to complete a playthrough over on my DSP Throwback channel. For those who don't know, you can check out my channel at youtube.com/@DSP Throwback. That's where we are right now. And this Throwback channel is me and, of course, a group of editors restoring my classic playthroughs from back in the day, whether they were missing from the internet entirely because they got deleted on another channel or for whatever reason, they got removed, whether, we're restoring them to put music and other content back in. Whatever it is, the playthroughs that I put up on this channel need some kind of work because they're very outdated or incomplete. And so, we've done so many awesome playthroughs this year. We did my original Red Dead Redemption plus Undead Nightmare DLC. We did my original LA Noire playthrough. And then we did the online play for Red Dead, including all the stuff that I used to make my Suicide Kings online series, right? We did Fallout 3, which was a playthrough that was ruined back in the day by music claims. We were able to fully restore it with the music back, just edited so that it doesn't fuck up anything. Man, we did so many this year. We did Dante's Inferno, an incomplete playthrough that had been missing from the internet for a very long time. Currently, we're doing Grand Theft Auto Vice City, which was a playthrough that, again, was marred with issues because of music being removed or claimed on YouTube, so half the playthrough was missing or muted, and now we were able to restore it with, again, slightly edited versions, but the music's in there, and the playthrough is sound now, okay? So we're getting it all back. All these classic playthroughs can now be watched over there. However, we're about to finish Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. We just began Silent Hill 2, the original run I did from 2012. So if you just saw my Silent Hill 2 remaster playthrough, but you want to compare that to the original game, the Silent Hill 2 playthrough began a couple days ago. You can watch it on the channel and you'll get that classic vibe. It's the original version made in HD on PS3, but it's my first run ever, and you can directly compare the two. I'm having a lot of fun watching the original versus the new. You know, it's actually quite good. So anyway, the reason I'm bringing this up, by the way, thank you, Darkside Pimp. Darkside Pimp just gifted a subscription to Kool-Aider. So Darkside Pimp, is that your second or third for today? I want to be sure I have the right person on the leaderboard having the credit here. Was that your second or your third? I know it was at least your second. I think it was your second, correct? If it was your third, correct me and I'll put you on the leaderboard, okay? All right, so being that we are about to finish Grand Theft Auto Vice City, we need a new playthrough to restore and start uploading to DSP Throwback. So last night, as you can see, I posted up, well, yesterday afternoon, I should say, I posted up a poll on DSP Throwback, and what I want to do is refresh and show you the results. So it was Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, Mass Effect 1, Resident Evil 5, or some missing travel vlogs. To explain here, San Andreas I played directly after I finished Vice City. A lot of people love the playthrough. The reason I think it actually has the least vote here, because we just did Vice City. People are kind of GTA'd out. They don't want back-to-back the same. Mass Effect 1, a classic playthrough of mine from back in the day. Yes, the audio and visual quality were atrocious. This was me with my camera pointed at the television. If I remember correctly, I'm trying to remember exactly when it was from. I think this might have been on the original Darkside Phil channel. I think so. I think it's on the Darkside Phil channel. Let's find out. This channel. Oh yeah, here it is. This channel was my original YouTube channel before I got hit with so many false copyright strikes that I just gave up on it in 2010, and that's when I started the current channel, DSP Gaming. So here it is. From January 23rd, 2010. Holy crap. This is an ancient playthrough. So you can see this is the quality that it was back then, even though it claimed 720. I mean, it was very fuzzy. Camera pointed at the TV. You know, look at that. Frame rate was atrocious here. Let's just watch a little bit of it. Look around, but if the playthrough looks better, it's...
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents.
You can see the quality, right? So what we're going to do, if this wins the vote, we're going to upscale it fully to 1080p or higher. Sometimes we do 1440p. We're going to make it 60 frames per second. So these scenes are now going to look so much better. We're going to fix the audio. So instead of it sounding like mono in a cave, the audio is going to sound better too. Okay? So everything's going to be dramatically improved. Everything. Okay? That's what we do when we restore these playthroughs. So that's Mass Effect from early 2010. Okay? Resident Evil 5, I think, is a little bit later. I could be wrong. Let's find out. All right, guys. March 2009. Holy crap. That's a really old one. Look at how bad the quality is on that sucker. Oh, oh, my eyes. I can't even look at it. You see how bad that is? Do you see how bad that shit looks? Oh, that's what I mean. Like restoring that, making that clearer, is, you know, so you can look at it without having your eyes burned out. That's the whole point of trying to restore these classic playthroughs. Dude, that looks so bad. So Resident Evil 5, and of course, some missing travel vlogs. If you don't know what that means, at the end of 2010, I went on a few different trips with my friends. We went to New York City, and we walked around the city and did various things in the city. And I think that we went to New York Comic Con as well. But for some odd reason, those vlogs are missing. What we'd like to do is like take those vlogs and put them all together into like a series of shorter videos, maybe like 30-minute videos. So maybe it'd be like 4 or 5 videos, but it will encompass our entire trip to New York City and just have them somewhere for posterity purposes because they were lost to the internet. So anyway, that's what you have. If you're wondering, well, how can I vote on this? Okay, here it is right here. All right, and what you need to do is you just go to DSP Throwback, which is youtube.com/@DSP Throwback, and it's posted right on the community tab. All right, the more votes, the merrier. We have 488 votes in climbing. Honestly, I think any of those would do well. Like all 4 of those playthroughs. Well, it's not really 3 playthroughs and the vlog. They would all do fine. There's no issue with any of those. I think they would all be great. So please vote, and we'll let it go probably for about another day. And then whatever wins the poll, that's what we're going to work on. We still have another part of Silent Hill 2 that went live this morning. Tomorrow is the finale of Vice City. So tomorrow will be the final part of Vice City, and then there'll be another part of Silent Hill 2, and then we'll get to whatever you guys voted for. So obviously vote, and within 24 hours, we'll determine the winner, and we'll start work on that. Okay? Thank you for that. Thank you. I appreciate you guys giving me your feedback. That's very important that we get that kind of feedback. Okay? As you can see right now, Mass Effect 1 is in the lead. And if you take a look, Mass Effect where I started, Mass Effect Baby Let's Go. Should have done Dead Rising 2 co-op with John Rambo. We may eventually do that. I don't see a reason not to, right? But these playthroughs are technically way older. That John Rambo playthrough was from late 2010. These are much earlier, which makes sense that we would restore these. And this one I threw in there just because we had just done Vice City. I was curious if there'd be a follow-up interest, but it seems like people want a GTA break. Hype for Mass Effect. There you go. Where's Dead Space 2? Would Dead Space 2 ever need to be redone? I gotta think about that. Maybe. I don't have a full playthrough of Dead Space 1 from back in the day, but I do have one of Dead Space 2. Resident Evil 6? We're not going to be doing that. Final Fantasy 7 Remake, this person's just an idiot. Voting for the vlogs. Mass Effect Trilogy is probably your finest body of art on YouTube. Resident Evil 5 demo was the first thing I ever watched of you. It wouldn't be part of the remaster, but Resident Evil 5 will get my vote for the nostalgia. There you go. Okay. You see, funny enough, here's what's weird about this. When I went to sleep, Resident Evil 5 was massively in the lead. And then I woke up, and Resident Evil 5 is tied with the travel vlogs, and Mass Effect 1's in the lead. And you might say, well, 488 votes. Yeah, because, you know, who knows who voted? It could be actual viewers. It could be trolls. In truth, it doesn't even matter. Like, there's really no troll vote on this one, right? I think that anyone would be interested in any of these. And by the way, for the record, this channel doesn't get a lot of views. I'm not even kidding you when I tell you the average viewership I get on a video on this channel is 100 views. Yes. I'm not doing it to make money. This channel doesn't make me money. This channel is my pet project. Essentially, it's like for passion of my old content. I want people to be able to watch it over the year. This is not a channel that's going to build up a regular viewer base that's going to make me money. That's not the point, right? It's to just have posterity. So, there you go. Please vote if you haven't yet. Okay, cool. All right, hold on one second. Before we get to our next topic here. Nose itches today. Okay, so taking a quick look. Currently, we're at 274 viewers on YouTube with 60 likes. Guys, let's get that up to 100 likes, please. Let's get that up there. We have one super chatter, no memberships. What's going on? Let's get some support on the YouTube side. We have almost 300 viewers on YouTube, but almost no support. Guys, we have, you ready for this? About 50 viewers on Kick, 50. And we have way more support on Kick than we've had on YouTube. What's going on? How do we have so many gifted subs on Kick and so little support on YouTube? Let's get that equated, right? People watching here on YouTube, please support the channel in some way, all right? And let's get that goal going, right? Let's get it up. Let's get at least 250 right now, and then let's keep that momentum going, okay? All right, cool. All right, on to our next topic, and this is the one we've been waiting for days, and I kept putting off, and finally I don't want to put it off anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for us to determine which games you have most nominated for the upcoming Halloween Marathon event. And the reason I want to do this live for the rest of the show is because a lot of these games I'm not going to know what the hell they are. So what I need to do is talk with you guys live about them to figure out what's actually, like, viable for this upcoming marathon. For those who don't know, on Halloween, I dress up in costume. I play a variety of a marathon of games per your nominations. Usually it's mostly horror games. Sometimes I order food for a live meal. Sometimes I drink. So it all depends. We'll see what happens this year. I have a great costume. It's my costume from last year, which was arguably my best costume ever. And then I couldn't wear the costume because I caught COVID. All right, this year I'm back. I'm not planning on getting sick. And I'm hoping for the best that we can do it and have a great day on Halloween here on DSP Gaming on YouTube and also on DSP Gaming Reel on Kick. And definitely it's a great hype time to be here. It's a really fun event. It's one of my annual things that a lot of people usually show up for and support. So, what are we playing this year? Well, let's take a look. All right. First of all, this person says, play the game where you date Hitler, the scariest man to ever live. I'm not playing Dustborn. Under no circumstances am I playing Dustborn. How dare you even suggest that game? You should be ashamed of yourself. Okay, The Quiet Man. I already fully played The Quiet Man and beat it years ago. All right, so I'm not playing that. By the way, the reason people regularly submit that one is because it drives me nuts. It's a very bad, grindy-ass game that's not fun to play. It's really, really crappy. It got a bad rep when it came out, but I fully played it anyway. But I'm never playing that again. All right, so our first legit suggestion is Dino Crisis. Now, this one is so interesting. Right? Why is this interesting? Because Dino Crisis, I've already played twice during Halloween marathons over the years. Once was like a decade ago, and once was probably like 5 years ago. Okay? Whenever I play Dino Crisis during the Halloween event, essentially what happens is I play like 90 minutes into it, and we see the intro, and I'm like, oh, this is pretty good. Then we hit this one part where it's really hard, where a dinosaur like chases you and insta-kills you, and you have low ammo. I never pass it, and then we run out of time and we switch games. And that's happened twice. Okay? So this time around, if I play Dino Crisis, all right, the only way I can play it is if I just noticed there was a Friday the 13th animation. That looked pretty cool. I didn't even know I had that one. If I play it this time, I have to get PlayStation Plus Premium on my PS5 because that's the only way it's available. Like, I used to play it on my PS3. My PS3 doesn't work anymore. So we would have to play it on PlayStation Network and get like a $20, $30 subscription to play it. I'll put it in there. But again, it's going to be unfortunate if I play it. And we just play it 90 minutes again, and we end at the same spot for the third time, right? Night Slashers Remake. I have no idea what that is. Does anyone know? Oh, shit. I punched my microphone. Sorry about that. Shit. Shit, I can't type on this thing. The keys on this keyboard are, like, super raised. I'm not used to typing on a keyboard like that. So I don't know what that is. Bloodborne no-hit run. Okay, this is a marathon of games. How am I going to do a no-hit run of a 20-hour game, genius? Like, obviously, this is a stupid suggestion. Until Dawn updated remake. Guys, Until Dawn is exactly the same game. I'm not going to buy a $30 to $40, $50 remake, whatever it is, just to play it for like an hour and do the intro to it. It's not worth it. Like, I own the rights to the game digitally, I think. I don't remember. I think I do. I would have to confirm that. Here's what I'll do. I'll put it on the list, but likely, if I get it, I'm not going to play the remake because I'm not paying a ton of money just to play it for an hour. I'll just play the original. But to be frank, I don't think you guys are really going to enjoy that. I don't think we already played it once, in 2015 when it was new. So, Night Slashers is a beat-em-up style game. Oh, really? Okay, I'll have to look into that. All right. Custer's Revenge. So this guy's a fan of the AVGN, obviously. Just so you know, Custer's Revenge cannot be played anywhere. It's one of those stupid Atari pornographic games from back in the day, which is hilarious because it's just pixels. But yeah, it's basically like X-rated, so no, you can't play that anywhere. Parasocial by Chilla's Arts. Shout out to Morshu, who just hosted me with 7 viewers. Thank you, Morshu. Welcome to Morshu's audience. If you're new here on my channel, I think it's a 5-minute follow mode. So you have to follow the channel for like 5 minutes, and then you can talk and chat. So welcome. Parasocial. I never heard of it. I don't know what it is. I'll add it to the list. Okay. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. Okay, that came out this year, right? Oh, let's see. Let's see you play Trepang 2? A spiritual successor to the first Fear. I'm sure it would be one of your most memorable playthroughs ever. Does anyone know what Trepang 2 is? Is this person being serious? Or is this like a trolling? I don't know. I've never heard of the game before. But, I mean, I'll put it in the nominations unless it's bullshit. It's a real game. It's not bullshit. It is a Fear-like game. Okay. Well, I don't know how to do to the power of 2, so I'm just going to put Trepang 2 there. Cruelty Squad. Never heard of that. Cruelty Squad? Check. I knew it was gonna be a bunch of games I never heard of, because now half of these are probably PC games, right? Which I didn't have access to until now. Now I have access to all this stuff. So, Cruelty Squad is a Ludo game. What the hell is a Ludo game? What is that? I've never heard of a Ludo game before. Doors, it's on Roblox. Huh? So you really want me to download Roblox? What's going on, Jade? How you doing, man? Good morning. Doors on Roblox. I mean, I'll put it in there, but I don't think I'm going to play it. I played Roblox before. It was awful. Seriously, it was so bad. It was like a fever dream. Inscription? Right? And there was Risk of Rain 2 was on there as well. I just saw. Dino Crisis full playthrough. Well, I'm not doing a full playthrough, but I'll count that as a second nomination for Dino Crisis. Okay, so here's the deal about this game, Fear and Hunger. This was suggested to me by Ptolomeo last month when I had him on an interview. But then after that, he contacted me after the fact, and he said, Phil, this is important. And I was like, oh, what's up? He goes, FYI, do not play Fear and Hunger. And I was like, why? He goes, because I haven't played it in a long time, and I forgot it has scenes that are like extreme over-the-top stuff that YouTube would not allow. Now, I don't know if that means gore or nudity or sexual content. I have no idea. But he's like, no lie. People who stream the game have to get mods to mod it to play it on YouTube. So you totally shouldn't do that. All right. So I'm going to go with that recommendation, and I'm not going to poke the hornet's nest and get in trouble for playing it. So Fear and Hunger is not going to be eligible. Okay. Harvester. It's on Steam for $6. Okay. I don't know what that is, but all right. Harvester. Lobotomy Corporation, an SCP-style monster management game. You need to use keyboard and mouse, but it would be Kino for Halloween. Keyboard and mouse, I mean, I guess I could tough through it as long as I don't play it for too long. But definitely if I use keyboard and mouse for like an hour or 2 hours, I'm going to get tired. My arms, like I have to do it this way. I have to stare at the screen crooked like this to play it, because my keyboard and mouse are right here. So I'll put it on there. So Lobotomy Corporation. Old school RuneScape, I'm just going to ignore that person. Halloween and Ash vs. Evil Dead Retro Realms Double Feature. I'm just going to call it Retro Realms Double Feature. A lot of people have told me about this game. That it's like a pixel art game, but it's of those two classic horror franchises. I'd like to see the return of Dead by Daylight. Okay. Kind of pertinent considering the fact I just played the casting of Frank Stone. Stellar Blade, Blasphemous 2, Funko Fusion. Stellar Blade is a troll suggestion. There's absolutely no way I'm doing that. Blasphemous 2. I think I had Blasphemous at one point. Funko Fusion is a game that everyone panned and said it wasn't very good. That it tried to be like Lego games, but it kind of failed because it's a very repetitive, boring game. I don't see it fitting into the Halloween marathon, so I'm going to exempt that. But Blasphemous 2 would be eligible, right? The Halloween and Evil Dead games from Retro Realms. Well, there you go. We have a second nomination for that one. Cool. Okay, we're going to continue. Jade says he would love to see Dino Crisis again. Hold on. Let's keep going. But in the meantime, hold on. I received a couple tips. First of all, I got a $1.50 tip from Beaver Bother. Did you consider dyeing your hair a different color? Jet black is great, but you can pull off others too. I don't dye my hair. I have never dyed any hair on my body whatsoever. I don't know where this meme has come from. Probably some brain dead mouth drooler. But I don't dye my hair. If I did, I would tell you. Look at my face, right? I'm not dyeing this. Why would you think I'm dyeing this? And in fact, if you look closely, I don't know how well the camera will pick it up. I do have grays. They're in here. But the thing is, like, the camera doesn't pick them up that well. But I do have grays in there, and they're getting more prominent in my hair. In real life, you see it. The camera just doesn't pick it up very well. But I don't dye my hair. That's a ridiculous thing to say. As a fact, when it's not, beaver bother, you are a public embarrassment. But thank you for the tip. All right, I received a $5 tip. I forgot to put this in the list. You should play Puppet Combo Game Stay Out of the House on Steam. It's a retro-style horror game, PS1 era. All right, well, hold on. First of all, let me play you an animation for a $5 tip. Where's the animation? Oh, that's right. I put them over here because they had crapped out. And this is an anonymous tipper. There's no name attached to this one. So I'm just going to say anonymous $5 tipper. Thank you. That gets us up to $49 in contributions so far this morning. Thank you for that. Okay. So Puppet Combo Game. It's called Stay Out of the House. All right. I'll put that on the leaderboard. Stay Out of the House. People in the chat are trying to suggest stuff. Let's get through the suggestions that already were posted before we do that. Okay. Okay. Until Dawn remake. So again, I'll put it in there, but I'm probably not buying the remake. It's too expensive to buy the same game that I've already played that's not going to have any differences. I'm not going to spend like $80 just to play for an hour. Like, stupid. So if I play that, I'll see if I can get the original. Okay? We'll find out, though. All right. Fears to Fathom. A great anthology horror game with 5 episodes. Each episode's fairly quick. Now, here's the deal. Kino Casino guys played one of these the other night. They played it for over an hour, and there was 0 horror. 0. They got so bored, they tapped out and played something different. So if we do this, you guys got to tell me which one is actually scary. I want to play one that actually has horror in it. I don't want to waste my time playing the shitty ones that don't have any horror in them. The whole point is that this is a Halloween horror marathon, right? Okay. The Dead Rising remake. Already have. I already played it. You know what it is? They probably nominated it right before I started playing it. So that's a nice check mark. Okay, Fears to Fathom has a second nomination. Crap, I'm on the wrong mouse. There we go. Dragon Age Veilguard. Now, here's the deal. Dragon Age Veilguard comes out on Halloween. Okay? On Halla-freaking-ween. I don't know why they think releasing a fantasy RPG on Halloween is a great idea. Most people on Halloween will be wanting to do horror-related stuff. I think it's a really bad strategy. So basically, I don't even know if I'm playing it. Like, it seems like in my audience, I've been asking you guys recently, do you want to see me play Dragon Age? And a lot of people just are like, no. Like, they're just not interested in this game. They feel like Dragon Age has kind of gone in the wrong direction, and this game isn't looking good. So I'm not even sure I'm playing it. So I'm sorry, but I'm not going to put that into the nominations because, number one, it doesn't fit the format of the event. And number two, I don't know if I'm even going to play it, so I'm not going to drop $70 on it just to not play it, right? So that's no. Okay, so let's see. I've been waiting for years for you to play PC games. So look at all this. Oh, God. Oh, my Lord. Look how much he just nominated. I guess I should have put a limit and been like, each person can only nominate like 2 games, right? Look how many he just nominated. So we got, look at this. Okay. We got Painkiller, Black Edition. We've got Undying. We've got Nosferatu. We've got Sanitarium. We've got The Suffering. We've got Fear 1. Okay, I think that's it. He also says to play The Darkness or Condemned again, and no. I already played them. I didn't like them. I'm not going to waste time playing them again. So now. Spawn Killer just did a $2 super chat. Says Fears to Fathom. The Spawn Killer is voting for Fierce to Fathom 3 Super Chat. We're now at 51 bucks in contributions. Thank you all. So, what was I doing? Fierce to Fathom? I keep going to the wrong mouse. I have two mice here. Okay. Dino Crisis. Dead Island on Xbox 360. Dead Island on Xbox 360, I don't even know if it's playable. It's online only, and a lot of those games don't have it anymore, but yeah, I don't think that I'm going to be playing Dead Island anytime soon, being that it's supposed to be an online co-op game. Momodora, never heard of it. What is Momodora? Fierce to Fathom. Wow, a lot of people have voted for Fierce to Fathom at this point. This is the most nominated game so far. Stellar Blade, no. Lollipop Chainsaw, no. Stop being stupid. Stellar Blade, no. Dead by Daylight. It's a second vote. Or a second nomination, I should say. Vampire Masquerade. A Quiet Place game. That game just came out, like, 3 days ago. The Road Ahead and Reveal. I'm getting better at typing on this thing now. Okay. Fear Effect. A classic PlayStation game. How do you play it? If it's a classic PlayStation game, how would I play it? This is supposed to be PC or current console. So something like that. Tecmo Bowl. Clive Barker's Undying. Two nominations for Undying. Fear 1 again. Okay. Wonder how Fear 1 runs now, right? Fishing Planet. A cool chill style game. All right. Slender the 8 Pages. Mortuary Assistant was also there, I saw. Okay. Poppy's Playtime Chapter 1. That is a horror game. I actually know of that one. I think it's a doll, right? Like a living doll that chases you around trying to kill you like Chucky or something like that. Song of Horror. And The Deed. Okay. Okay, Retro Realms gets another vote. Which is way up here. Shoot. What the hell did I just hit? There we go. Fear and Hunger, we already said is out. Metaphor, no. Legend of Zelda? Did you just nominate every game that I'm not playing? What a dunce. Let's see here. Inscription, okay. Inscription gets its second nomination. Haunt and Seek VR, keyboard and mouse, or VR? Yeah, but I don't have VR. Can you play it without it? If you can play it without it, I don't know. What the hell? I don't know if you can play it without it. Fierce to Fathom. Again, wow. People really want to see me play this Fierce to Fathom. It's seriously the most nominated game. Now we have 5 nominations. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. Well, we have Vampire Masquerade. I'm just going to say 2 for that, even though I don't know if Bloodlines is what they want. Elisa Director's Cut. Okay. Fear and Hunger's out. Inscription, okay. Buckshot Roulette, Buckshot Roulette sounds like Russian roulette with a shotgun. I don't know about that. There we go. Retro Realms again. Wow. Yeah, Retro Realms is by far the most nominated game. Well, second most nominated. Fear and Hunger is the most nominated, right? Wait. Retro Realms. Made of Skur? What the hell is Made of Skur? Call of Cthulhu, Dark Corners of the Earth? I probably spelled that wrong. Dead by Daylight and Phasmophobia. We already played Phasmophobia last year. It didn't work because it's co-op only, really. But Dead by Daylight getting another nomination. So here's what we got to do. It's this simple, okay? Do we have any last-minute nominations? Jade says Dino Crisis 4. Well, here's the thing, Jade. I have to play whatever's available. Dino Crisis will be available on PlayStation Network very soon. I think it's going to be on PS Plus or it's already on there. I don't know about future versions of Dino Crisis. I guess I'd have to look into it and see what is it. If there's something just on PC, I might just do that, right? But I'll add your nomination to Dino Crisis. Ellipsian says he wants Inscription. You guys have any last-minute nominations here? Onimusha? Is it on Steam? I already played Signalis. I did a full playthrough of it. So Signalis wouldn't work because I already played it. You could find that on the channel like a year ago. Okay. Killer Frequency, Fear 1. All right, I'm tossing in some nominations from the stream viewers. Dino Crisis. Vampire Masquerade. Song of Horror. Do I have Song of Horror on here? Yes, I do. Risk of Rain 2. Yeah. Fear 1. Okay. Dino Crisis. They don't have to be horror games, but I mean, dude, it's a Halloween marathon. It kind of makes sense to do horror games, doesn't it? Fears to Fathom. All right. That one already has 5 zillion nominations. Where is it? Here you go. Okay. All right. So here's what we're going to do. Oh, Elisa. One more for Elisa. All right. Where's Elisa? I just found it. Here it is. All right. So it's this simple. Oh, I've already played Outlast Spider Dijon. It's this simple. All right. When you're doing a marathon like this, you have to eliminate every game that doesn't have more than one nomination. So I'm sorry to all these games, but you only got one nomination, right? It means you're not going to make it. No one really wanted you enough. Sorry, I did list you, but one nomination means absolutely not. Okay, so all these got to go. Goodbye to all these games. Okay. That's it, all these. Boom, 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 boom. So what does that leave us with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 games. Right? YouTube polls only do 5. And it's kind of a bummer. Because with 12, it's like, how do I figure this out, right? Like, what we could do, I guess you know what we should do? What's the next greatest thing to do? Delete all the ones that only have 2. There you go. So now we have 7 games, right? And I wish I could do a poll. I think YouTube only does 5. So it kind of sucks because I can't really put all these in one poll. I want to, but I can't. I want to put them all in one poll, but how would I do that? Delete the 3s as well. I could. If I delete the 2 3s, then we have 5. And then you guys vote, and that's kind of the order that we play them, right? So there you go. I guess that's what we'd have to do. So, say goodbye to the threes. Here's what I'll do. Reason I'm going to do that is because we just played a game, the casting of Frank Stone, where that was very pertinent, and I just watched a bunch of horror-themed trailers for this game, and I know that there might be some people interested in this. But what we'll do is, those will be the 5 games. Dino Crisis, we have to see what version of Dino Crisis is available. Inscription, Retro Realms double feature, Fears to Fathom, and we have to figure out which one to play, what's the best one, and Fear 1, okay? And I guess what we'll do is see where they're available or whatever, and then go from there. We have about a week and a half to figure this out. So those will be the games that I play, and then we have the backup of Dead by Daylight if we have time for it, or if we can't make one of those games work for some reason, right? If we can't make one of those games work, then we'll go from there. Why would I want to play Dead by Daylight? Because it's good. It's a good game. That's why. So now we have 5 that people can vote on. And that'll determine what we vote. We can determine like the order that I play based on what games get what votes, right? So there you go. In fact, we can do the poll right now. So thanks to everyone who posted up in this. Oh, crap, I'm not logged in, though. And I can't do this here. I have to do it on, over here. I can do it over here. Poll. Yep, only 5 poll options on YouTube. It's really dumb, isn't it? Thanks. I'm using the wrong keyboard, of course, because I'm a genius. Okay. So, hold on. I can go full screen now while I do this. Hope if I had it on my screen. There we go. I'm so dumb. Okay. Thanks to everyone who nominated games for the upcoming Halloween. How did that upcoming Halloween horror? Why can't I spell? Marathon. We have narrowed down the selection following 5 games, and Dead by Daylight backup. Please vote for the games you want to see most below, as this will determine order in which I play them on Halloween. Thanks. Luck. So, number 1 was Dino Crisis. With number to be determined, because we have to see what version of Dino Crisis actually is going to be available. Inscription. Retro Realms double feature. Fear 1. And Fears to Fathom, again, number to be determined, because we're not sure which one yet. What the hell? I didn't hit a keyboard shortcut, you stupid thing. Wow. Okay, number to be determined. So, Dino Crisis, the actual number of Dino Crisis to be determined, because we're not sure. Inscription, the Retro Realms double feature, Fear 1, and Fears to Fathom, number to be determined. We're not sure yet, because we got to figure out what one is best, because I know that some of them suck and are boring, and I'm not going to play a boring-ass game on Halloween, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and post. What I'm going to do is I'm now going to change that Halloween link. Instead of it being that nominations thread, I'm now going to change that to being this voting thread. Okay, so let's go to commands on Nightbot. Halloween. Edit. So. Vote here on the games. You want to see DSP play during the upcoming Halloween Marathon event? Good luck. Okay, now I just got to do the new link. Paste. Submit. All right, let's test it. Guys in chat on YouTube, can you test that link, please? And in the meantime, since for those of you who aren't on YouTube, all right, we can actually have this set up now. I'll show you where to find it, okay? Here we go. So here it is. It's on DSP Gaming on YouTube. Right here on the community tab. Right here. Just posted it. Thanks to everyone who nominated games for the upcoming Halloween Horror Marathon. We have narrowed down the selection to the following 5 games, and Dead by Daylight is the backup. Please vote for the games you want to see most below, as this will determine the order in which I play them on Halloween. Thanks and good luck. Right? So basically, whatever game gets the most votes, that's what we're playing first. Whatever second much will be second, etc. This will determine the order, okay? So I guess the real question here is, like, what games are actually available? Like, for example, if I go on Steam, the only thing on there is the Dino Crisis original soundtrack. Why would they be selling only the Dino Crisis soundtrack and not the game? That is tremendously stupid. So we can't get it on Steam. It seems like if I'm going to do Dino Crisis, I have to get the very overpriced PlayStation Plus Premium, right? It seems like I have to get that and play it on PS5, which is going to be dumb. It's going to be like way expensive. Like it's going to be like 25, 30 bucks just to play this game. For the same hour and a half that I've played it a million times before, we're going to do the same intro sequence and not get past it again. Okay, what about Fears to Fathom? So we've got Home Alone. We've got Norwood Hitchhike. We've got Carson House. Ironbark Lookout. And then Woodbury Getaway. Home Alone is free? This one is completely free. Why is it free? That's odd. So what I need you guys to do for me is tell me, what do you think is the best one for us to play on Halloween? I'm down for any of them, but I need to know what one's good. I know Woodbury Getaway sucks because Kino Casino played it the other day, and they played it for an hour, and there was no horror. Like, no exaggeration. There was zero horror. And we were like, dude, this is the most suspenseful buildup in gaming history. Like, why would you wait this long to get horror out of a horror game, supposedly? So I'm definitely not doing that one. Okay? Okay, and the Retro Realms double feature should probably be on there, right? Wait a minute. They're separate games? I thought that they were... Huh? Well, I'm sorry. I'm not buying both. I thought they were... Dude, they're freaking $25 each? They're $25 each. Well, I'm getting... If that's the case, I'm getting one. Yeah. DLC? What do you mean? Wait a minute. You have to buy this too? What? Huh? I'm so confused. Is this it? If you buy it here, is that the game for 50? Or are they going to say you also need to buy this too? This is very bizarre. The way that they laid this out is confusing as hell. I don't get it. So I guess this? I guess is this 50? Right? So probably this. I don't care about DLC characters for a game I'm going to play arguably for 90 minutes during a marathon. Right? If I buy it here, is this it? Or do I also have to buy another thing too? Dude, this is ridiculous. For a retro game, they're fucking charging that much money? This is like, oh, I want to play the AVGN game. Oh, by the way, it's like $70. You'd be like, what the fuck? I'm not playing that. Are you insane? Just get the standard Halloween one. Yeah, but even if I buy this, does this play? Or do I have to buy this too? I'm so confused. You need arcade? How do you get arcade? It's not even downloadable. Look, the download is not, there's no separate download for the arcade. You see that? The downloads available are Retro Realms Halloween, Ash vs. Evil Dead, or the double feature, or the one that has 2 pieces of DLC. There's no download for just arcade. I'm in it, and there's no download for it. Well, here's what we'll do. Obviously, I'll wait. I'm not going to buy it yet. We'll see what happens with the pricing before Halloween. Maybe it'll go down in price for Halloween, right? Look, there you go. Here's the Halloween game. Would you rather play as Michael Myers or Ash? Probably Michael Myers. I think I'd prefer to play as Michael Myers. Yeah. So we'd probably play this one. Right? Why would they call it a double feature if you have to buy them separate? That doesn't even make sense. A double feature is, for the price of one, you get 2. That's the whole idea of a double feature. Like when you went to the movies back in the day and they did a double feature movie, you'd pay 1 ticket, but you get to watch 2 movies. This is, you have to buy them separate, so that doesn't make any sense. That's not a double feature. Retro Realms, the people who made this game don't know what a double feature means. Wow. It's the same game with different characters. What? All right, well, Dino Crisis, I guess we're going to have to get PlayStation Plus Premium and play it on there, which is going to be a huge ripoff. But I don't know what else I could possibly do. It seems like it's the only way I'm going to be able to play it. Inscription is there, right? What the hell happened? What the fuck? Inscription. See, this is fair. $12. Right? No big deal. There you go. Wait a minute. You could buy Inscription for $20, or you can buy the combo of Inscription and the soundtrack for $12. Gee, I wonder which I should get. Right? Wonder which I should get. All right. So I'll be getting Inscription on here. I'll be getting one of the Retro Realms. Oh, what about Fear? Why does it keep doing this? It keeps glitching. There it is. What? Oh, wait. Includes 5 games. I don't want 5 games. I just want Fear 1. Are you shitting me? They're going to make me pay $55 to get Fear 1? I only want Fear 1. And they're only selling it in a pack. This Halloween event is going to cost me like $300 on games because these games are not available. You guys hold on a second. No. You guys told me PC Gaming was cheap. You told me the cost of games is very cheap. You get all these PC games on the nickels on the dollar. This is what you told me. That's why I said, let's do PC gaming. And you said, this Halloween event's going to be great. You're going to have more games available than ever to play, and they're all going to be cheap. Why do I have to spend $55 just to play the first game? Are they out of their minds? That's insane. And who the hell wants to play Fear Extraction Point and Fear Perseus Mandate? Right? What the heck? Someone said try GOG. I mean, we could. Hold on. Just because I haven't logged into GOG, I want to make sure it doesn't have like my login information publicly available. I haven't logged into it in like months. I think I bought Fallout on there. Fallout 4. What the fuck is going on? Get this out of here. How do you even use GOG? Hold on. I don't even know how to use this thing. Hold on. What the hell? That's not what I wanted to click. That's my other desktop. What the fuck is going on here? Get rid of that. That was definitely not it. Here we go. Okay. GOG Galaxy. Here we are. How do you use this? You should search. So if I go... $0.99. Yeah, but does this work? Like, this is probably an ancient version of Fear, right? What is that? Necrovision. That's not what I wanted. So maybe I can get it here, but is there any guarantee that this will even work? Like, how the fuck do you do this? I don't get it. So confused. You in store? All it says is Windows. It doesn't say what Windows, right? Says it needs Windows 10. All right. Okay. What was the other one? Like Dino Crisis? Is that on here? Dino Crisis. Not available. What about Dino Crisis 2? Not available. What about Dino Crisis? Ah! Well, great. Here we go with this bullshit now. I'm going to have to turn that off. Dino Crisis 3. Nope. How about Dino Crisis 5th Anniversary? Nope. How about Dino Crisis Killer Crisis Collection? Oh, this is Dino Break Killer Crisis Collection, and even that's not on there. All right. Well, nothing there. And I'm sure the other games aren't on there, right? So, all right. Well, excuse me for a second. Excuse me for 1 second while I close this fucking stupid piece of shit. Because, of course, we all wanted that to happen. Anyone who uses GOG wants it to be an open friend request system where someone can endlessly spam you with friend requests while you're on there, right? Like, why wouldn't you want that? That's a useful feature, right? Okay. So it seems like Dino Crisis, I have to get PlayStation Plus Premium. Inscription we can get on Steam. Retro Realms we can get on Steam, but it's going to be like $25 to get one of them. Fear 1 I could probably get off of GOG for $1. And Fears to Fathom, we just have to pick the right one out of all the games. There's 5 available. I know the last one sucks, but maybe we could be doing a different one there, right? Yeah. All right, Luthes, thank you for a $2 Canadian Super Chat. He says, just play Dead by Daylight. Well, we can't. Again, Dead by Daylight will be the backup. So, Dead by Daylight will be on deck if any of these games don't work out for some reason. Inscription is on Game Pass. Oh, is it, Ellipsine? Thank you for telling me that. So I should be able to get it on there then without spending any money. Okay. All right, so there we go. PS Plus Premium for Dino Crisis. Game Pass app for Inscription. $25 to play as Michael Myers in Retro Realms Double Feature. $1 to play Fear off of GOG. And Fears to Fathom, we just have to pick the right one. And Dead by Daylight. $7, that's not bad. I won't complain about that. Of course, you have to buy all the DLCs if you want them, but just to get the base game is $7. I won't complain about that. I'll probably get it. So, Gold Edition. I wonder if this comes with all the DLC. Like, all of it entirely. Can I see it? Oh. No, apparently not. It's 12 original chapter DLC. If you know what it is, it's none of the collabs. It's all the content, expansion content, but none of the collab content, right? Yep, I was correct. There it is. So you're not going to get any of the horror IPs. You're just going to get the ones that they made up. What horror IPs are even available anymore? So you can get Dungeons & Dragons, and you can get Resident Evil. Is that really it? There's Tomb Raider. Chucky. Alien. They're all available. Damn! Alien is $12? Yeah, they're all there. They're all there. They're just separate. You got to buy them all. Yeah. Yep, Silent Hill. There it is. Stranger Things is still there? I heard they removed that. I guess not. I guess you just have to buy it. I thought they had removed Stranger Things. Now this is hilarious. Ash vs. Evil Dead, when they made their own game, that's the same premise, but it's still there. This is lame because it's not modern. This is not classic Freddy. It's shitty modern Freddy that no one liked, and then they canceled the series. Yeah. What the hell's Left 4 Dead? I didn't even know they had a Left 4 Dead crossover. Oh, that's actually cool. I like that. They had a Left 4 Dead crossover. It's not available, apparently. There's no price on this. Oh, yeah, it is. Wait, no, it's not. Oh, it's a free update. It's free. You don't have to pay for it. Oh, I see. Okay. They did remove it, then they brought it back. They got their legal issues cleared up. Oh. All right. Well, the Halloween event is stacking up to be interesting. We got a good variety of stuff, right? And most of this stuff, the only one there that I played before is Dino Crisis, which just seems to be a recurring staple of Halloween with us, doesn't it? Outside of that, all those other games, you know, Inscription, Retro Realms, Fear 1 I've played, but it was a zillion years ago. I wonder how it's going to play on my modern PC. It's probably going to look like shit, right? Fears to Fathom I never play. This should be fun. And if we play a little bit of Dead by Daylight there, that would be cool too. Considering it's only $8, I don't see the reason why not to try to throw a match in, right? All right. So everyone, that was good. We went through. We figured out what games I'll be playing during Halloween. Now it's just a matter of getting the proper versions. And I need to know what Fears to Fathom you guys want from me, right? That we do have to figure out. But outside of that, that was good. We went through it. Thank you for hanging out with me as we did that. Hope that you enjoyed. And quite frankly, that's the show. So, guys, here's the deal. Thanks for chilling with me. We're entering in a great new week of content. Please support the content. Right now, we're at 76 likes on YouTube. Let's get that to 100 likes with over 300 viewers, right? Let's get some support right now. We got a little bit of support that came in from various directions, but let's get it going. We're at a third of our way to the goal. Let's keep that momentum rolling. Let's get the new week started. Remember the goal this week? If we hit 36, which is going to be the first stream on Friday. So if we continue this goals hit momentum all week, I'm going to be getting gourmet cookies from this business called Crave, and I'm going to dress up like the Cookie Monster and eat gourmet cookies, all right? That's going to be neat. So I hope that you guys will join me for that. It should be fun. And let's keep the momentum rolling, all right? But as of now, that is it for the podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that many of you will stick around for my first attempt to play Dragon Ball Online. I don't know how it's going to go. Worst case, we just do some more of the single-player stories. But great show today. Great progress in our Halloween festivities. Thank you so much, everyone. Whether you're watching on Kick, whether you're watching on YouTube, or whether you're on demand after the fact, I appreciate you checking out the Level 1 podcast. Tomorrow, I'm sure we're going to be updating you on everything that went down, plus gaming news and more. Thanks, everyone. Peace out. See you then.